welcome to another Corey B MTG video. Today we're going to be playing ourselves a little bit more Temur Breach. I know there's been a lot of Breach videos here on this YouTube channel, but that is because all these regional championships are modern focused, and I've been doing a ton of content in my Patreon. You can find that description below. Trying to get people prepared for these RCs. I'm kind of taking a new approach to it in my Patreon for this season because, number one, I've always just wanted people to succeed. That's the whole goal of the Patreon. So when people qualify for Pro Tours, qualify for Worlds, that doesn't happen yet, but I hope so, make top 8s, that kind of thing. I always feel a huge sense of accomplishment, especially since I'm not playing these events. I want to channel all the knowledge I know to everyone playing in these regional championships. So I've been taking that new approach in the Patreon where I've been updating my list, getting ready for each weekend. It's a lot of work, of course, but I want it to be a valuable resource for all of you out there. So we put 2 or 3, depending on the pass down, people from the Patreon into the Pro Tour from the first couple waves of the regional championships, and now we're trying to do it again here for Portland. So I am going to try to figure out what list of Breach I like the most. I got about 4 days to get testing done to then write up the guide, write up the sideboard, or write up the article, and get that in the Patreon for everybody going to Portland. So we're going to be stress testing this, and I'm going to bring all that content to you. So expect a lot of Breach, that's for sure. So Temur Breach today is the game plan. I'm still pretty torn between 4-color and Temur. I've liked a lot of things from both lists, so it's really difficult to hone in on what I exactly want to do. And the problem is Breach is just so good, whether it's 4-color or Temur, that it's hard to notice these minor differences in which one is slightly better, because the deck is just completely broken, and it's the best deck in Modern right now. I say that wholeheartedly with a lot of confidence, and I think you should be playing it. And if you're not playing it, you should have a very good reason not to do so. So we're going to be testing this out. The main difference in this list that I'm trying to learn if it's cards I like is Spell Snare, Preordain, Flame of Anor, the Reclamation, I guess, as I'm still testing that out, Grave Shot versus Oracle, and then the Urza's in the board as my major question marks. That's about it from the Temur side, and if I'm still okay with 2 Unholy Heats or if I want to up that to 3. So those are the kind of the question marks I want answered with Temur, and once I figure those out, I'll have a better idea of what my final list will be, and I'll be bringing that content to you as well. So other than that, in this list, nothing too crazy. I changed the mana base a bit. I finally got the Thundering Falls out of there. 2 Surveil lands I just don't think is good now with Opal. I think once this deck was a little bit slower, you were trying to win much grindier games, I think 2 Surveil lands is perfectly reasonable. So now I cut the Mountain, I cut the Thundering Falls for Shifting Woodlands, and I believe just extra Misty Rainforest. And mainly that is because, well, the Surveil lands, as I was saying, but cutting the Mountain because I think Frog is going to fall off a cliff. I think that's going to be the biggest thing that we're going to see in Portland as far as metagame shifts. Frog's going to decline, Eldrazi's going to go up. And I think Breach will go up a bit. Boros Energy will still be the most played deck, I imagine. But that's where I expect the metagame. So if I had to guess now, Boros Energy, Breach, if you combine 4-color and Temur, then Eldrazi. Everything else, maybe I guess the black-white sewer deck is going to increase as well because, the last RC was its breakout week, put someone in top 8, had a decent weekend, although I don't consider that to be an S-tier deck. As far as right now for my rankings, Boros and Breach, they're the only S-tier decks. They're in a class of their own. Eldrazi is just right knocking on the door, though. Eldrazi is at the top of tier 1, and then plenty of other decks below them that you can play with some success, but I still think if you're not in the S tier or Eldrazi, the Gruul version, you're doing something wrong. So before we get into the games here, of course, I got to shout out the sponsors, as they are the people that make this stream work. And whoops, I got to switch scenes for this. All right. Well, perfect. Here's KMC. If you are interested in any awesome KMC products, they have this Mox deck box, Hyper Mats, Hyper Phoenix sleeves, all that kind of really cool stuff. So if you want to save some money off some of these amazing KMC sleeve products, use that promo code in the top left and the URL below to do so. My other sponsor of the stream, of course, is the heaviest of plays. It's Heavy Play. If you are interested in any of the really cool stuff that Heavy Play's doing, they're always innovating too. You know, I'm always impressed with the speed that they bring out new products and the fact that they just very much care. They very much care and very much are trying to innovate all the time. So they got that ETB playmat. I absolutely love the magnetic piece of content that works with the dice boxes, with the RFG deck boxes, all that kind of stuff. Curved sleeves, as well as they have the new Phil Stone, I guess it's not that new anymore, but the new Phil Stone ETB playmat where you get custom artwork on those. If you don't like the clean look, you kind of want a little bit more art. I personally prefer that nice clean purple. That purple behind me is my favorite, by the way. The purple and green I think are both really awesome, but if you're into mats that have some cool artwork on it, Phil Stone did about 5 different ones, I believe, so you can check those out. And Heavy Play just released a new product as well. It's essentially a deck box holder that it's very new, so I don't even know all the details on it. But a new deck box holder, kind of a quiver, I guess, is the term for it, that you would hold all your commander decks in. So if you're interested in something like that, URL above me, and use that promo code CoreyB to save yourself 10% off. So, all right, let's play some Temur Breach. Now the real question is, do I want to bobble on one or play Haywire Might? And we'll see. I think I'll bobble myself proactively. Let's see what our opponent is maybe on, as my decisions kind of matter. All right. Looks like a Boros Energy Gamer. So that's actually kind of a reason to not play Haywire Might. No, I think that is a reason to play Haywire Might. Okay, good. Playing against Boros. Always love, you know, learning against this matchup. Also means we get to test out, Urza, which I do love. So a Tamiyo on top is something that I'm not super excited about. So I think I'll shuffle that one away. Tamiyo against Boros is quite medium. It's actually better post board in my opinion, but all right. So let's get the Haywire Might. We'll say go. We'll draw a card. That woodland looks quite bad right now. Maybe I'm punished for my land here. God, that is tempting. They didn't play a 1-drop. They have to have a 2-drop, right? Like, so playing the woodlands here is not so bad. All right. Talked myself into it. Yeah, I think you're definitely in the minority on that one. I love aspects of both, if I'm being honest, but I love the ability to be able to monetize Magic Online, you know, like do well in tournaments and stuff. Okay, so this is not Boros. This must be the sewer deck, huh? Stripe to 1 non-basic land. Its controller may search its library for a basic land. Put it in. I mean, regardless, I'm going to counter that. But looks like we're up against black-white. I'll still bring in Urza against them as well, so we'll get to test that out. Okay, pretty good. Now I don't want to hold up Flame of Anor here, so this feels like a pretty easy rumble. And I want to leave the blue mana open, as I'm almost assuredly going to play Tamiyo here. So let's rumble. Soul Guide Lantern probably isn't that needed. Urza Saga looks pretty good here. So let's take that one. And let's play Tamiyo and say go. Looking good. This matchup can be difficult though. Like I have softened my stance on thinking that this deck is 100% unplayable to just like still difficult. You know, I mean, they have a lot of hate cards for you. Which does make it pretty difficult, but at the end of the day, I don't think it's the smartest choice, as I think there are just better decks, but it's still a fine deck. Okay, so my mana base is awkward here. So basically I have to choose between Saga or playing both of my spells. No wizards in the graveyard to turn this into a wizard. Do anything cute with that. So it is just a 3-mana draw too. So Flame of Anor, so far, not looking amazing. But, you know, the day is young. Saga can easily get blown up. I think I would rather get Flame of Anor and just draw some cards here. Miss out on the value here a bit. I'm not going to get the basic because of that white plume. So, blue-green. I guess I can just get Stomping Ground. I want more blue. All right, so let's do that. Blue, red, Divination. Okay. Could rumble again. Could just play the grinding station. I think rumbling here is totally reasonable. All right, Opal or Bauble. Still not finding the combo, and I think because I'm looking for just looking for a breach to win, I think I just go with the Bauble here. If I had another artifact in play, I would take Opal as I could hold up Spell Snare, but as it stands, Bauble seems better. And we're not going to pop it now because I don't want to get Orcish Baumeistered. And we'll say go. What you got? What you got? What you got? Okay. An attack for 2. I shall take it. Recruiter. Okay. Let's see what they get. I'm afraid of Bog Trawler, but not till next turn. That is the Bog. Okay, so let's really try to combo now as their first meaningful card is going to be played next turn. All right, there's another one of those. Yuck. Ick, ick, ick. I have nothing I can really copy, too. So it looks like I'm just going to get bogged. I still win with Breach as a top deck, but still kind of unfortunate I've went this many cards and haven't found it. So, didn't even have a Saga to do any tricks with this. I guess I can copy a Bauble with this. It's not the worst. I can mill myself with Opal if I'm desperate. Yeah, I don't think I am desperate yet. Yeah, I mean, that is a reasonable play. So I could Grinding Station with this, play this, add 1 mana, grind if I want to hit, or if I hit, I can win the game. But then I lose my Opal, and then if I get bogged, then it's an actual problem. I guess I could sack my Haywire Might. That's a card I don't really care about right now. And just see how it goes. That I kind of like. Okay. So let's do that. I'd have to add mana, though. Yeah, they could have Ephemerate. That's true. Would Ephemerate even matter, though? I don't think it would. as I can Unholy Heat from the yard. Alright, let's go Mox. Would I have enough mana for that, though? So Grinding Station, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Activate this, target the breach that I find. And then I would have the 1 mana left over. Okay, I guess it's worth it. I guess it is worth it. Yeah, could sack the Opal as well. That I think is a little more risky, but that is a play as well. So let's go. Guess it doesn't matter if I float green or whatever. Float, sack, Haywire Might. Now they could, I guess, get rid of the Grinding Station here. There's the Grave Shot. Okay, now this is actually bad. Now I feel like I have to go for it because there's my win con. Tilt. Tilt. No! Now I'm actually effed. Yeah, I don't think this is worth the risk. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Not a thing I can do now. All right. Yeah. That was unlucky, but I also just don't think I needed to rush here. That was, of course, the absolute worst case scenario, but... yeah, because I had this covered. If I didn't have that covered, I wouldn't have went for it. For what it's worth. Yep, that's a tilter. Can I reasonably win now? I love that they just recruited for the card that was on top, which is kind of funny. We'll still give it a shot, but I think the match is fine. I think the match is good, usually, but you can get got by some of their hate cards for sure. Yeah, that was pretty bad luck, though. All 4 breaches in the bottom 30. What's up, Tannen? I don't know, though. Pete, I believe we've won some tournaments before together, right? Pete, did you win some tournaments with Tannen, too, or... No, that's right. No. Yeah, no, I don't think that's correct. Checked notes. Okay, I guess they're trying to blink that in some way. Is that a Flicker Wisp? I guess that would make sense. Yeah, I guess that's less risky. That I don't think I can beat. Ouch, ouch, okay. Yeah, that's painful. Painful but reasonable. You know Breach is the next card, right? We're all confident here, huh? I should probably just scoop this game up for time, as I really don't think I can win very reasonably here. I just want to draw the breach just to make it very obvious. Okay. That was obnoxious. Okay, so I like Urza against them. Anything that brings in Stony, I like this as a pivot. Let's bring in those. Let's try the Loam. I think Flame is good. I don't like the Sweepers. I don't think they're needed. I think just Heat is better if I even want to bring that in. Spell Snare does seem good, but they also have Vial, so I'm kind of torn there. Definitely taking out Preordain. Yeah. It's been really good for me. Just that Plan B type of card. I don't think I need the Reclamation here, even though I kind of vowed to not cut it. But we're going to do that. I don't need the Lantern. And then this feels like it should just be the Spell Snares. But still a reasonable card. Some lists are not even playing Vial anymore, though. So I think if it's open deck list and there's Vial, I would cut these. But since it is not, I'm going to take out this and the Ottawara, I think. I think it's reasonable, but Boseiju you can get off Rumble and off Life of the Loam, so I think Boseiju is superior, but we'll see. Okay. Very medium. Very, very medium, but, you know, we got lands and stuff. Either way, just too many lands, I think, here, so we're going to ship this one. Okay. Haywire might stop showing up in my deck. Alright, I guess I'll keep. I still don't think I want it. I could see actually just putting back Breach here, as I want to play a little bit longer of a game. Have a Haywire Might force. Honestly, though, Haywire Might doesn't even shut down Stony. I probably should have just sided this out. So, yeah, we'll get rid of this. All right, my Kingdom for a Wizard. Hey! Noah 1125 coming in with a new tier 1 sub. Thanks, my friend. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Let's do some surveilling. A Tameo. Don't want an island. That's obnoxious if they have the white plume. That's so obnoxious if they have that. Okay. Less obnoxious. We'll say go. So far, these flames haven't looked that impressive. I want them to be good, as it's a card I never played with the ring because I didn't think it was necessary. But post-ring, I have been somewhat interested in it. So let's play this. We'll say go. If they have Bowmaster, I might still just snare it, but I've played this matchup 3 times and I've lost 1 game so far up until this time. So I've lost 2 games now. I don't think it's bad, but I could be wrong. Fila. The Good Dog. I don't care about that now. And they're going to have to play something to make it better. I am going to let this one resolve and probably regret it later. Non-land permanent. Okay. I can't spell snare the impending of Balmerk, right? It's still a 5 mana value. That would make sense with Overlords, how they work with up the beanstalk, but yeah. Yeah, if they play the Knight, I just kill that. Not me bobble. Okay, an Ephemerate is a good one to know about. God, a Bowmaster is so brutal here. I don't think I can not cast it, though. I could just try to kill this. Yeah, whatever. Just destroy me with Bowmaster, I guess. Okay. All right. Now we're cooking. I don't have the basic island. I know about the Ephemerate. I'm glad they're down on that, that's for sure. No, it is non-land, Jofu. All right, let's start with a rumble. Let's do some rumbling. Okay. Becomes plotted, eh? Okay. So now I can Grape Shot. I just don't know which one I want to kill. So I know about the Ephemerate, which is obnoxious. This could really get out of hand, though, if I let that live. God, I wish I had a Bobble. It'd be so good. I think the risk is lower on this. The ceiling on Fila is through the roof. But this is quite obnoxious. What do you think, chat? I like that argument, Death Coach. I like it. Yeah, I think that's good enough for it, to be honest. Kill the bird or the dog. Well, yeah, those are the two options. That plus Ephemerate is good. I will agree. Ugh. I guess the Ephemerate plus like a Belrog or whatever is already good. Maybe not. That's a good point. They'll get the bird back. All right, doggy. Same target. Oh no, did I forget to bring in the secondary win con? I think I did. Yeah, I left the Jason. God dang it. All right, bad start to the stream, y'all. That is bad. Now exposing this is not great, but dang it. Definitely meant to bring that in. Not the biggest deal there. So this costs 2. I doubt they want to do this. All right, so do I have another land in here? Steam vents. I got the breeding pool, huh? So I could play Tamiyo. and flame. That's kind of how much I don't care about Stony right now. Then I can get some good value here. I think this is actually better. I have so many ways to deal with Stony later that I'm not going to worry about it that much. So let's go like this. And if they go to Ephemerate now, we'll just deal with it. All right. Either way, I have not played this game well. Right, I have not sideboarded well, that's for damn sure. Urza off the top, though, would be bananas. Okay. See, when they over sideboard like this, these are the games that Urza shines. Urza. I mean, I probably wouldn't play it immediately, but, you know. Okay. That's sick. Life of the Loam, doing God's work. Unless they have double Ephemerate, I guess. Beseju, Woodlands, and Island. Double Ephemerate would be annoying. Deal 5 and wait, I can return stuff, right? Can't cast spells from graveyard. Okay. All right. Well, let's probably destroy that. No, I don't even really need to. All right. Target me, target that. Okay. I do got to play a little faster. All right, here's that. Here's this. Here's this. And we'll say go. Then Urza gets to get around Stony Silence next turn. Do I have the win? Not yet. Do I want to dredge life? I don't think yet either. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Urza. I wish that was a wizard. All right, here's this. We'll say go after I do this. Sure. I guess that can exile my construct. Maybe that's not ideal. Yeah, I should have just killed it right away. White plum. Okay. Yeah, I guess I only have 1 red mana, too. That was also stupid. Let's kill this. All right. Now I can Besage this to start. And then I can Dredge Life and probably just win next turn. I'm definitely going to go for it. Dredge Life alone, get Besage for this. I don't even need... Yeah, I guess I do. I mean, Life alone looked insane. Yes. Okay. Good enough to go for. Life, Besage, Woodlands. All right, Woodland. Get rid of that. Rumble back, or Tameo back Rumble, add green. Rumble. Grab a Saga, grab a grinding station, doesn't matter. All right. Breach. Bubble. Grinding station. Yeah, the clock will be my only enemy here. And I think they're gonna not scoop, which, reasonable. I was messing around a little bit too much. All right, Opal. Solitude, doesn't matter. All right. I believe I can just win with 2 grave shots here. Red. Let's do that. Grave shot upstairs. Floating 1 here. Here's that. Yes. Same. Second grave shot. 1, 2, 3. Same. And F6. All right. Well, at least grave shot is faster than Oracle 2. But yeah, I still had been thinking too much. Too much thinking. All right. Haywire Might I actually don't think is a good card. I also don't think these heats are very needed. I guess they're still better than the rest of my options, so let's run it. Try not to time out. It hasn't been that laggy. No, hasn't been bad. Okay, looks great. We'll try to play this a little faster. Keep. Yup. Very Macabre's annoying. Alright, so they got a Macabre. Okay, I think I still want to rumble here. Green, rumble. If I hit an artifact, I can do Emery as well. Guess I just take Breach. Can't win, not right now. Yeah. Okay. And say go. Flicker Wisp to start the pressure would be annoying, but not the end of the world. As I can just flame this and draw some cards. Nada. Okay. Let's attack. This is going to be an Aven Interrupter, I guess. It's been interrupted. Now I could just flame and flip this. Sure. All right, draw 2, deal 5. Okay, bummed I didn't sack this, I guess, but whatever. So one Fairy Macabre in hand. So they can pay 2 to adapt that at any point for that, sure. Thalia, don't care. Okay, so this should be free. I should be able to win the game here, I think. Opal. Yeah. Grape Shot. All right, let's get the rumble back. Let's add red. Blue, green. Kind of just acting fast here. Deal 5, draw 2. So probably not playing optimally. Okay, that's gotta do it. Now I can play Bree. Shit. That sucked. it's still fine. Okay. Red, colorless, breach. All right, so all I got to play around is that Fairy Macabre, and I think they have to do it now. And then I just rumble a bunch of times. Yep. Green. Opal. Blue. Rumble. Grinding Station. Win the game. Opal. Grinding Station. Mill myself. Sack this. Untap. Bring back Mox. Sack the other Mox. Yes. Red. Sack. Storm count 9. Okay, Opal. Might be faster to do the Jace line. Always yes, always yield. Blue and save target. Self, Opal. Mox. Blue. Suck this. Opal. God, opponent is so scum. With plenty of time to spare. Oh, plenty of time. Easy game. Yeah, honestly, all 3 games felt very easy and winnable. Just game 1, we got a little too aggressive. Went for a line we didn't have to and lost because of it. But it wasn't needed. Game 1, and then games 2 and 3 were easy. You know, we fought through all the hate. Once they bring in all this hate, we bring in Urza as a pivot, and then also just have like the Life of the Loam plan. Like, I don't fear this matchup at all. But okay, perfectly reasonable hand. Yeah, he's saying it ironically. I'm saying it factually. All right, Nielsen 333. This wouldn't be our boy Simon, right? I hope so. I wouldn't think so, though. Last seen playing Titan Shift. Okay. I mean, that could be bad if that's the case. Oh, yeah. If you like KCI, you'll like this for sure. Hey, Charles, I'm doing good. How about you? All right. Yeah, and I mean, you know, take it with a grain of salt. I think it's bad in the lens of, hey, should I play this at my RC type play, as I would not play it there when people are focused on you. But, you know, when you're playing some challenges and stuff, I think it's totally reasonable. The man, Josh Harris, coming in for 3 months. Appreciate you. Good, Charles. Chance KCI gets unbanned, 0%. Yeah. Am I getting forced here or something? No, probably not. Yeah, and I think that's totally reasonable. Like I was saying at the beginning, play Boros or play Breach, and it's defensible, and I will not argue with your decision at all. Play Eldrazi, I think that is fine as well, but I think it's not exactly as good. Everything else I don't think is correct. I think Amulet is the only bad matchup. Everything else I think is close or favorable. And I mean, whatever. We beat Amulet yesterday. I think it's somewhat close. It's just the matchup I don't like playing the most. Modern RCQs? I think that's the next RCQ season is Modern. I could be wrong, though. Which is exciting. How's the matchup versus Esper Oculus? Well, funny you'd ask. I made a YouTube video with Max, you know, who I consider is the best Murktide slash, oops, that's not it. The best, you know, Frog gamer, Murktide gamer, that style of deck. I played him in a best 2 out of 3 matches with the Esper version, and I won't spoil the results for anyone who hasn't seen it, but I think that was tough. I mean, that version is specifically hating out Breach and Boros, but I just think, number one, all those cards, sure, it helps in those matchups, but I don't think it gives you enough of an edge where I'm like, wow, I think this matchup is terrible. And 2, I think you're just much worse against the rest of the field, so I wouldn't play Frog decks, but, you know, the people that are diehard gamers like that, they're gonna, so, you know, it's fair. But, like, look what I'm doing here. I'm about to have 4 mana on turn 2. You know, I can double Rumble. I have a removal spell available. It just doesn't feel like it's in the same league at all, you know? Now, granted, I don't know what opponent's doing here, but still. Okay, so they're almost dead. Yeah, I'd probably just get Breach here. Now it's, do I care to hold up mana for whatever they're doing? And I don't think I do. Like, what are they going to do to me here? So let's go like this. Let's Rumble again. Wow, are they dead? God, if that was a Mox Opal, I think they would have been dead. Or if I did use the Scion. No, I guess it would have been short either way. But still, I mean, that's just so telling on how busted the things I'm doing is, you know? So let's just get a bobble as we can just win next turn pretty safely. And we'll say go. Not a spell stutter! Nah, I don't think that matchup's that bad. All right. Okay. I now see. Okay, well, a hard counterspell will actually get me here, as in I won't be able to win this turn, which is a bummer, but if it's just spell stutter, I have that under control. All right, let's breach. Yep, okay. So, that is annoying. We'll save this Unholy Heat for that, as it seems pretty clear that they are splinter twinning me. Okay, so I want to flip Tamiyo here. Flip Tamiyo, play Tamiyo. Still have another red source, I imagine. Stomping Ground. Yep. And we'll say go. Yeah, we'll see if Aether Drift actually affects it, to be honest. We shall see. I'm not convinced. But I'm excited for the Pro Tour, don't get me wrong. I'm excited to commentate that one. All right, let's rumble. Let's get a bobble. Now, I can't win in any face-up way, I guess. I can Flame of Anor this spell stutter. Draw a bunch of cards. I can Flame of Anor, which flips this. Don't think that's very needed. Could just rumble. Could just tick up. Could start by drawing a card. I haven't drawn one yet, right? Okay, don't need that. So we'll go like this. I can get another clue. Don't want to lose Tamiyo here for no reason. And I don't think I am under any kind of pressure. Because if I rumble, then Tamiyo can die. Not the biggest deal, but I think with that being the reason, I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to bobble. And just keep picking away. You'd be rumbling, Mike? Yeah, I would have won, of course. But if I miss, Spell Starter gets to kill this, you know? All right. Mono blue. I mean, guess just has to be mono blue fairies, huh? This obviously isn't too real of a deck, I imagine. Don't need a lantern. I suppose removal is good. Spell Snare seems great. Haywire Might just in case they got something. Probably don't need the Reclamation. And we'll just submit this. Sure, YOLO. Yeah, that is reasonable as well, Mike, but also just don't think it's necessary. And I think just drawing a card at end step and then untapping and rumbling is totally fine. I also think closing my eyes and playing that game at random would have also been fine. All right. All right, so we'll probably get Breeding Pool. Probably still Breeding Pool. A little awkward, though, as I don't really want to rumble next turn. Relic. Insane. All right. I mean, I saw Pestermite, so you would think they have a combo, but honestly, this isn't a real deck that I'll play against often, so hard to say what they can or cannot have. So I think I still want to rumble here for a land. Now, if I run into a spell snare, I guess this is not ideal, but I still think this is fine. Could just play Emery as well. Seems great. Or just get the land. Yeah, Emery seems fine. There is a grinding station. Glad I don't want to flip over Grape Shot, as I did not bring in the secondary win con. But I can maybe force their Relic here by just targeting. And I don't really care about it, too, so it'll be kind of bait. Might not even cast it if they let me target it. As this feels like a construct game, you know? So let me do it. God, I really don't want it. But I guess I will. I can see this being wrong, though. All right. I can't think of any 3-power fairy that punishes me besides Vendilion Click. God, am I going to get V-clicked? All right, V-click me. That would have been awesome, by the way. I would have just been happy about that. All right, I guess Pestermite, untap, kill me, but isn't Splinter Twin the only way they do something here? I mean, I guess I go for it. All right, let's see it. The Filter Land, Cascade Bluff, I would love it. All right. All right. If Pestermite's there as just a value creature, y'all, I'm not that afraid. So let's go like this. get the opal. Guess I can sack the Mox Amber. So I have something to bring back with Emery. Force the relic if they want. Attack for 1 billion. We're having fun, huh? We're having fun here. Dress Down's like the only card that I am somewhat worried about. But we, of course, have the answer to one of them. Opponent's looking on this battlefield and like, what queue did I join again? Wait a minute, is this a pauper deck? Oh no, okay. Yeah, this might not be the strongest testing, but, you know, whatever. Here we are. Let's start with a preordain, find a land. Bottom, top. I don't really see a need to do anything else. And we'll just say go. I mean, I'm having fun. Are y'all having fun? Fun fact, this is a card I played in Standard at my very first Pro Tour in 08. When I was 17 and I needed my dad's permission. I needed a permission slip to play in the Pro Tour. Good times, good times. That was fun. And my brother, I don't know if y'all have heard of him, Mr. Brad Nelson, was there with me just like, damn, I wish I was at the Pro Tour. Yeah, I played I think I played 3 Pro Tours before Brad. And then, of course, he became an absolute superstar. But, okay, well, everyone, this was a 4-1 where my only loss was to a mirror match. So, kind of impressive stuff there. Everything felt pretty solid. I didn't have any huge takeaways. I just need to play more, but it's just tough. Temur Breach, 4-color Breach. Both decks are so strong. It's hard to notice any like big pitfalls with either of the deck. Preordain, once again, I'm just never really that excited about, but I don't know what I want to cut. Flame, I was kind of medium on as well. The Reclamation did not come up at all this league, but I just never drew it, you know? So still thinking on that one as it just literally never came up. Didn't play against a ton of real decks. Like I played Black-White, that Fairy deck, Mirror. I forgot the other two, to be honest. But, so, I don't know. Still very close, more testing to do. If you're watching this on YouTube and you're interested in learning more about the deck, I have a Patreon description below. You can join there. We'll be talking about it, breaking everything down, and I'll be updating my article and sideboard guide there for anyone playing in Portland or just want to win your next Modern event. That's all good there as well. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video, okay?